So I'm gonna continue off with the audio. It just seems as if in the video that Quavo was the one that had more of a dominant, type of position where Takeoff is more or less like, more reserved, more to himself, and just recognizing things that's going on. But just let's continue.
Full time.
No, that nigga just dry snitch.
Yeah, that sounds that. Damn.
He know what he said in there. That wasn't even dry. That wasn't even dry.
Yeah, that wasn't dry at all.
It was more up front. I don't even believe it was dry snitching. It was more up front, man.
Boy,
that was wet.
that nigga know what he just said.
I was paid informant.
He might as well just, you feel me? He tripping.
That nigga's a paid informant.
He trying to start a war.
Nah, that nigga ain't get paid for shit. That nigga.
I know he's not a paid
He didn't even wait to spill the beans. He could have waited to say that.
No, I know he's not a paid informant for real, Mikey, but that's the level of snitching that one.
So is that a motherfucker saying he was right there, just a bystander, like, oh, because I hope that.
I mean, the funny thing is they say paid informants and they say all these different things. In my world, I believe that everything has been orchestrated for the removal of Takeoff. It's just that they needed a representative to basically go along with the narrative of what happened so that it seems plausible, so it seems believable, say it in the so-called Black vernacular so that people could take it in with stride, and so that commentators such as Whack 100 and the people that's interviewing him or being on an interview with him are able to dissect it and be like, yeah, that nigga is this, that nigga is that. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly how I take it. But, to each his own. Moving on, we're going to go on to talking about Boosie. I mean, I swear, Boosie is one of those dudes out there that I can't stand. He's one of those dudes I know is past his goddamn prime. I don't know who put him on to be this wannabe wokey woke Mr. Pro-Black man and talking about that ain't right, man, and all this other stuff. He's a clown to me. I'm just really being honest. I think Boosie is a goddamn clown. But, to each his own, like I said before, I just want to hear his perspective, and I'll make my last rounds on vids.
R.I.P. Takeoff, bro. Shaking my head, man. Humble nigga. Badass Music Syndicate won't show QC, all the family. We sending some prayers and love for y'all niggas. All Takeoff family, Quavo, Offset, all y'all. Badass Music Syndicate won't, send their prayers out. His rap shit whack, bro. I ain't lying. We targets now, bro. We used to be heroes, His rap shit whack as fuck. His rap shit whack, bro. Everybody want us out of here, bro. R.I.P. Takeoff.
Something that really registers in my mind when someone like Boosie comes ahead and talks about, we targets now, we used to be heroes. When were you ever heroes? The narrative has always been so-called Black men promoting the idea of genocide towards another so-called Black man. So now, because someone like Takeoff, who seems to have the reserved character in this orchestrated event, in which I will say is an orchestrated event, it is what it is. Now, all of a sudden, you have a change of heart, and you're sitting up there talking about where targets now. Targets by who? I really would like to know. Targets by who? Because there's not a lot of y'all making noise about the music that's been going on for a while. You was actually involved in it as well. So, this goes to this whole entire idea about this rap shit is whack. When did it start becoming whack, sir? Because for long on end, for the last 30 to 40 years of this music being out, not one of y'all lifted a finger and say, yo, we need to stop rapping like this. You understand? I mean, someone like Boosie going along on, Drink Champs and talking about he's a leader and he's this, he's that, he's helping out the kids of the generation. Man, sit down. And this is not trying to say that people shouldn't mourn the death of Takeoff. I'm not saying that. If there's any, family members or people out there that, personally know Takeoff, liked his music, or really felt like they were a big fan of Takeoff, I don't take it from you. But at the same time, having these conversations about rap this and rap that, there's a lot of things that can go into this conversation. Just like my last video. I meant to say for my last video about the Jamaican ban on music, this may become an exercise of now trying to restrict or strengthen the idea of free speech and First Amendment. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the whole entire Ye and Alex Jones situation. It's a like to certain like that. But as terms as music, the idea of artistry has been a long-standing battle for the last couple of years, especially if it's a dominated genre of so-called Black people. But we'll see how far that gets. Into my last video, this one.
Why every time something happened to a rapper or athlete or entertainer or anybody of color, the first thing you niggas do is pull your fucking phones out and start recording and post that shit on the internet, man? You niggas is clowns for that shit, man. Y'all niggas is clowns for that shit, man. The last image a motherfucker want to see is they peoples laying on the ground bleeding the fuck out, man.
And you know, I understand his anger. My thing about it is that, to my understanding, it's a lot of smoke and mirrors when it comes to that. It makes me think about the whole entire situation that happened with the late rapper Triple X Tentacion, about how dudes just randomly rolled up on him when he allegedly died inside his car because they tried to rob him and stuff like that. And, you know, they seen him like passed out and just not responsive and all this other stuff. I mean, look, in the age of social media, we got to say the same thing when it comes to recording these fights. World Star has been infamous for people fighting online and, you know, punching and stuff like that. Especially what's been brought to the forefront of so-called Black women sitting up there fighting each other out in the streets, pulling each other's hair and all this other stuff, and so-called Black men fighting and stuff like that. I mean, if we're going to talk about getting rid of violence or seeing a dead body on the street, let's really be honest. Let's talk about getting those videos off where people are fighting. But, you know, I just find it a little bit weird that there is no, you know, regulation on saying, hey, look, listen, this is not okay to have online, that it's okay to post someone dying online. And I mean, it's really bad, because even if you go on World Star Hip Hop, for example, they have no problem showing you videos of someone getting cut and somebody getting a gun being blasted on them while they're in the barbershop. And this would be not even in America, this would be in Latin American countries as well, where they show you videos like this would be on the dark web, but they have no problem bringing it up to the forefront, which tells me something is really going on where they have no problems letting these type of contents out on the airwaves and on through Wi-Fi. Something's definitely going on, because it wasn't like this a couple of years ago or years before that. Usually you have to put on a warning sign saying, you know, video content is graphic, but nowadays they just have no problem posting this up and just being like, this is what happened.
Niggas be having mamas, kids, grandmamas, uncles, aunties. That's some dumb shit, man. But the first thing y'all niggas do is pull your phone out. Ooh, look at such and such. Man, that shit ain't cool, man. For real, man. You niggas, that nigga just lost his life, and you niggas is trying to get likes. Tell me how that shit add up, man. You niggas, all you block.
There's a combination of factors in that. I definitely do believe he's right, but it's also the fact that how I would think that also, not just because of the likes, but because, you know, the thrill of seeing someone dying may affect someone's psyche. I mean, that's just my opinion, but, you know, he is definitely right about that, but I would add on, it could be other factors as well, such as that.
Fight y'all niggas is out of pocket, man. Y'all niggas be trying to get clickbait. You niggas is suckers, man. That man laying on the ground, he bleeding out, and niggas recording it and posting that shit on the internet, man. Y'all niggas is clowns for that shit. I'm telling you, man. This the reason why I be hating niggas, man. I'm telling you, man. It just be us. I be hating niggas, man. Shout out to fucking TakeOff, man. Rest in peace, man. Shout out to his family, man. We send our condolences to y'all for $1 million worth of game, man. Shout out to QC. Shout out to P. Shout out to Coach, to Migos, everybody, man. Hold y'all head, man.
I'll start the video there. My opinion about that whole entire last video, it's a lot of ways to dissect it in general. Well, I will say that he is right, because there is no reason why people need to, record someone dying instead of trying to find help for that brother who is dying or get an ambulance quickly. It's actually pretty funny that, it's the first thing that now in this day and age, so many people are so quick to take out their phones instead of just being like, fuck all that phone shit right now. Let's figure out what to do when it comes to this situation. Right. But situations like this, you got to think very much beyond it. Because if you're paying attention, I mean, like I said, the video that came out, there's a lot of clues and it was pretty obvious. It's not even that they're even hiding it. It's right in front of your face that this was an orchestrated event. Sorry, it really was. It's pretty obvious, right? And so, it's unfortunate, right? It's unfortunate to those that might be around him and him, from the situation. But, to take out the phones and, recording somebody dying, is something that's going on in the media part where they're allowing this to happen and they're posting it online, and there is no drawbacks. There is no automatic, get your account suspended or exterminated for posting content like this online. So there's something going on. I don't know what it is, but they're definitely allowing stuff like this to happen. But please give your thoughts in the comment section of what you think about this video. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe for more content. Peace.